another thing that comes with age that I'm finding. I'm becoming an expert on flatulence. I had, it used to not bother me until I was working nights. How many remember working nights? Yeah. About 5 in the morning, the bloating sets in. It used to be handy because I worked in critical care. So I used to find an unconscious patient. I'd wander the room until I felt better. And then I'd go sit at the desk and I'd watch, and sure enough, that patient's nurse would go in the room, and I'd see her going, and then peeking under the covers. I just smiled. But I have a couple of favorite farts. Little names for them. Have you ever... I know you have. Don't tell me you haven't. There's one I like to call the locomotion. It's that one, you know, as you walk, you just toot, 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 toot. Remember that one? I actually think that's kind of nice because it's actually, I think, it helps you move down the hall. I kind of think of that as Mother Nature's way of being kind to the elderly. I have another one that's kind of a favorite. I like to call it the frontal assault. You know, you're sitting in the lazy boy, feet up, cat's on your lap, or the dog, or the grandchild, it doesn't matter, something's on your lap, and you kind of squeeze one out, and it works up the front. I mean, not only does that feel good, I'm starting to remember something about that sex stuff. Anyway, not only does that feel really good, it pisses the hell out of me. Which is working, that makes it quite a lot of fun. I don't know, ladies, we've had 40 years of growing up, and I have discovered that aging is mandatory, but maturing isn't, so we can all relax and have a really good time. I've had 60 birthdays now. At least. And my birthday has never fallen on a Friday the 13th.
Mine has.
My birthday's on the 6th. That could have something to do with it. I know. Anyways, I don't want to take up a lot of time for the video because it's a little more time. What I would like to do though is open up the floor to anybody whose voice can be loud enough because we have some stories to share. Right? I have some stories. I'll start with one. I'll start with a story now. Do you remember back in the old days when we used to have to do surgeries on the cleft palates? It was kind of a specialized area, but you couldn't feed cleft palate patients for a very long time. And we didn't have like J-tubes and stuff then, so they used to have to go for a long time. We had a patient in who had cleft palate surgery, and he understood that he couldn't have anything to eat for a really long time. But he got really, really frustrated and concerned about that, and he would call in the nurse and say, I can't stand it anymore. I gotta have something to eat. The diabetes doesn't do it for me. I hope I'm not offending anybody. Cleft palate. Not anymore. You had the surgery, right? You're gonna give me something to eat. And the nurse, I said to him, I'm sorry, I can't. The doctor has said you can't do it. Give sutures, you know, mouth surgery, all that stuff. I don't care. You gotta do something for me. So, you know, you call the doctor, the patient's giving you a hard time. The doctor says, you know, he knows this. You offer him. You know what? You offer him that he can have whatever he wants, but it has to have it rectally. Oh. Yeah, I know. So I went and explained that to him. I said, I'm sorry, but the doctor says, yes, you can't have anything by mouth, but you can have anything you want, but you have to have it rectally. He said, oh my God. I said, okay. That's a good deal. I'll do that. And she says, well, what do you want? I said, what do you want? And he said, I want hot chocolate. So like that lovely lady last night, I went to be the kitchen nurse for a little while. And I made him up some hot chocolate. I remember those big tins, those big proposes to be good, so filled it with hot chocolate. Put the tube in the appropriate place, and we all know where that is. Started it running, and he seemed like a happy camper, and then all of a sudden he started shouting at me, "Stop! Stop!" I thought, oh Lord, that's the nursing day's over. I said, "Is it too hot?" He said, "No, it's too sweet." Ringer stories. One of the other things I have found with age is that I ponder things that I never cared about. I was watching on TV the other day a Febreze commercial, you know Febreze? It actually claims that it doesn't cover or mask odors. It destroys them. Well, that got me thinking. So it destroys them. So if you're masking odors, that means there's something to odors. So when you're breathing and you smell a fart, you got air going into your body that was in somebody's bum a few minutes ago. Now that's disturbing, isn't it? But when it's your own fart, you kind of giggle, right? Have you your own farts? Mine are delightful, I don't know. Everybody else's are really bad. Anyway, Febreze was doing that, and I'm thinking that's pretty clever that it actually destroys them. It doesn't just mask, you know. I'm a flower. No, I'm really a fart. No, I'm a flower. It's not masked, it's destroyed. And then the very next commercial came on, and there's this new allergy medicine out that you kind of paint on your nose. Have you seen that's brand new? Paint it on your nose, and the allergens don't even go up there. And I thought, Febreze. Are you going with me here? Are you going with me? Rectum rings, right? Febreze rectum rings. Kill the odor before it can get up anybody's nose. They'll have to come in various sizes because we know some people are much bigger assholes. So ladies, that's me. They're fat, flatulent, not 40. And I'm having a really good time with it. And I would really like it if somebody else was brave enough to come up here and make an ass of themselves and tell a funny story. Because if not, I'll come back later.